The book of Exodus was written not for a single generation, but for all God's people throughout history. Each new generation of Israelites was taught to embrace the Exodus narrative as their own story, not as distant historical events. When later prophets called wayward Israelites back to faithfulness, they would repeatedly remind them of God's words in Exodus. "I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of Egypt." When Israelite parents taught their children the covenant law, they were instructed to begin by first remembering, "We were slaves in Egypt, and the Lord brought us out with a mighty hand." Who is the Lord that he should be obeyed? The God who freed his people from slavery in order to dwell with them is the same God we serve today. When Jesus followers read Exodus, we are not simply reading about an ancient liberation from back-breaking slavery. We recognize our own story. We were once enslaved to sin, unable to free ourselves. But through Christ, our Passover lamb, we were delivered from bondage and brought into new life. Just as God inscribed the law on stone tablets in his covenant with ancient Israel, he has now written his law on our hearts. And, as he once dwelled among his people in the tabernacle, he now dwells within us through his Spirit. When we begin to see ourselves in this redemption story, we experience the liberation of the Exodus effect.